Hi, my name is Diane Timmy Stinton, the founder of Anchovy, and I think I have a problem that I need your help with. Yeah, not that. We're going to take it over to Skylar.
My name is Skylar Rising, and I'm the software developer at Anchovy. I'd like to tell you a little bit about our web app that we're hoping that you will work on. First, a little bit about Anchovy. So Anchovy is a full stack mobile application for iOS and Android. Anchovy is an app for recipe storage and sharing. So if you've got recipes at home or you've got hyperlinks of recipes and you want to keep those all in one ad-free place, then Anchovy's a great spot for you. We also have meal planning functionality and grocery list functionality. Anchovy is an Angular spa for mobile. Basically, it's a hybrid app that accesses native elements of the mobile devices through what are called capacitor plugins. And the app looks native through what's called the Ionic framework. So Ionic components make the app look native on both iOS and Android. The back end of Anchovy is a .NET 8 API with a lot of Azure services and a SQL database. So if you're interested in full stack development, Anchovy's web application will be a good project for you. What we're looking for as far as this web app is we want a new QA and production website. QA so that we can test the web application before we put code into production. We also want users to be able to log in to those websites using Auth0, which mimics what we use in the mobile application. A profile view, as well as a view to view your recipes and to view each recipe. So one of the advantages of a desktop app is that you can have a lot larger view on a desktop than on a mobile device. And so we want to take advantage of that larger view by being able to see the instructions and the ingredients in a recipe in a different way. We also want to take advantage of a desktop application through recipe upload methods. So while you might not use a camera on a desktop computer to upload a recipe, you definitely will have hyperlinks, and we will have users who either have recipes in PDFs or Word documents, and we want to be able to let our users upload recipes that way as well. As far as the technical specifications for the development of Anchovy, you'll use Docker for containerization of a local database. You'll use some integrated development environments like JetBrains Rider and VS Code, Android Studio, Xcode for testing on mobile emulators, and then web browser like Chrome or Firefox Developer Edition so that you can see what it looks like in a web view, which will be the most important part of this project because it's a web application. If we end up sharing components between the mobile application and the web app, we definitely need students to be able to run the app in a emulator to make sure that any changes they may make to the components don't affect the mobile view of the app. So keep that in mind. I think we'll end up making this a pretty standalone app, but it may save time for students to just share those components. So that's one thing that I think I'll want the students to consider at the start of this is will we share components amongst the front-end apps, or are we just going to have this be a completely standalone application? The front end of Anchovy is an Angular single-page application, and we use Ionic components as well as HTML and CSS to style components. The API is a .NET 8 API. We want you to use existing endpoints when possible on this project. Most of the endpoints that you need will already be built But we may need to make some changes in the API to handle both mobile users and desktop users. And then the database is a SQL database. So as far as what we expect from the web app, we would just like a functioning web application that allows users to log in and log out, view, share, upload, edit, print, and delete recipes, and then view friends' profiles as well. Some stretch goals would be viewing recipes owned by friends. Those would be recipe previews, not the recipes themselves, because the current paradigm in the app is you have to request recipes from your friends, that you can't just take them. Meal plans, we want to be able to view, print, and edit meal plans. And then as far as the grocery list, same thing. We would love to be able to view, print, and edit the grocery list. But the meal plan and grocery list would be stretch goals if you're able to get there. So why pick Anchovy? Well, Anchovy is unique in that it's a B2C business, a unique opportunity to work in a business that works directly with its users. You'll increase the accessibility of the app for our users by enabling them to use a larger view on their tablets and desktops. You'll get to create a full stack web application. If you're interested in doing something like that, this is a tremendous opportunity to do that. On top of that, to learn how mobile works a little bit is very valuable, I think, before you graduate. And then Anchovy is developed locally with Don't Panic Labs. And so you may also have the opportunity to collaborate with Don't Panic Labs. What's really important is without you, Anchovy is cooked. So please help us build this web application so that we can expand our audience and enhance our features for our users. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at info@anchovy.app. Thank you very much.